coming to you with another installment of Math Mentoring and our learning target for today. If you have an equation and one variable, you can use your TI-84 to solve it. All right. All right, so the problem that we have here is that we have 2x minus 15 equals 43. 8th grade, 7th grade standards and skills say that what we're going to do is use the box and circle method. Box your variables, circle your numbers. In step 2, we're going to cross the line and change the sign so that negative 15 becomes a positive 15. I now combine the 15 and the 43 and get 58. And solve for x by simply dividing by the number that's in front of the variable. And we see our solution should be 29. Well, the 9th grade standard that we're going to use involves the graphing calculator, in which we set y1 equal to the left side of that equation and y2 equal to the right side of that equation. In step 2 and 3, as you see, what we're going to do is we're going to hit zoom 3 that's the zoom out command, and we're going to ensure that the intersections actually connect. So what does that look like real time? Well, that looks like this. I turn my graphing calculator on. We hit the clear button, second plus 7, 1, 2. Go to Y editor. Put in 2x minus 15. Slide down. Put in 43. Okay. I'm going to hit zoom 3, and see if I see the intersection. Not yet. Got to zoom out a little bit more. Zoom 3, hit enter. Do I see it? Not yet. Got to zoom out a third time. Hit enter. I see the intersection. Now, students, it's real important that you might have to hit zoom 3 more than once in order to actually see the intersection. But until you see that intersection, you can actually use the cheat code on this graphing calculator to calculate the intersection. So the cheat code says that in step 3, we have to hit second trace 5, the intersection command. And we want to do that 3 times. So second trace 5, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. All right, 29 should be the solution that we have, and it is. That's what we would expect. Second trace 9 is going to give us our final answer, which is, you guessed it, 29. All right, let's go to the next problem we have here. Our next problem, we have, this is a little different. We have parentheses here. 7 parentheses x plus 4 equals 105. Using our 7th and 8th grade standards, box and circle method, we would have to distribute that 7. And then in step 2, we would have to combine the boxes, combine our circles. We're going to cross the line and change the sign. 28 becomes negative 28. That combines with 105. In step 3, we now have 7x equals 77. We have to divide by the number in front of the variable, which is 7. So each side is divided by 7. That gives us 11 as our answer. Now, we use our 9th grade method involving the graphing calculators. Y1 goes in the left side. Y2 goes in the right side. In step 1 and 2, we're going to hit the zoom button, zoom 3, until we see the intersection, and then we're going to hit second trace 5. So what does that look like on your calculators, students? Okay, we go to our Y editor, 7 parentheses x plus 4 equals 105. Hit second trace, hit zoom, 3. Phenomenal, first time. All right, second trace 5, 3 times, 1, 2, 3. All right, again, my answer should be 11, and sure as we stand, 11 is what I get. Okay, let's move on to our next example. In our next example, well, we got some fractions. Sometimes students, you don't really like fractions so much, but it's still no problem when you use your graphing calculator the traditional way. Step 1, do your box and circle method. That's going to give you something that looks like this. All right, step 2, we change the sign, cross the line, change the sign. So we're now going to combine 15 with -4. Step 3, we see that we combine the 15 and the 4. That gives us 11. And we have 1/3 in front of the x. So we have to multiply both sides by 3. In doing that, I clear my fraction. X equals 11 times 3, which is 33. Okay? Take that same answer, put in y1 what's on the left, put in y2 what's on the right. Same method. Zoom 3 to see if we can find the actual intersection of the function. If we do, we hit second trace 5. All right, and real time, what does that look like? Let's put it in Y editor. All right, how do I get my my fraction? I'm glad you asked. We're going to do alpha y and 1. Okay, 1/3. Slide to the right. Put your x. Add your 4. Slide down. We're going to put your 15. All right, we're going to do zoom 3. See if we can make sure we see the actual intersection. And we do. And we're going to hit second trace and 5. Enter 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. And our solution is x is 33, which matches our traditional 7th and 8th grade method. All right, I think I have one more for you guys. One more. Here we go. All right, in this problem, we have x plus 1/3 equals 3/5. Again, we know how much you like fractions, so I wanted to throw this at you. Step 1, or step 2, we have to combine our circles. In this case, circles on both sides of the equal sign. So cross the line, change the sign. 1/3 turns into -1/3. We got to combine that with 3/5. When we combine that with 3/5, we see that we actually get x equal to 4/15, which as a decimal looks like this, 2.667. And it's kind of ugly because it's a repeating decimal. All right, using our 9th grade strategies, we take what's on the left side, we put it in our y1 variable. What's on the right side, we put in our y2 variable. In step 2, we hit zoom 3 so we can actually see the function intersect. And we hit second trace 5, so we can actually find the intersection in real time. What does that look like? All right, we're going to put in for y1, x plus 1 over 3. All right, my alpha y1 command will give me my fraction. There's my 1 over 3. All right, slide down, clear that out. All right, alpha y1 gives me my fraction. Put 3 over 5. Okay, we're going to hit second. We're going to have zoom 3 so we can actually ensure we see the intersection. We don't see it. Let's hit second. Let's hit zoom 3 again. Enter. Got to keep stepping out until we can see that intersection. Again, we don't see the intersection. Third time. Zoom 3. Don't see that intersection. So there's a little cheat that I've learned. Okay. I can go to window. Okay. So my window, I'm going to make everything positive 160 and negative 160. How did I learn that? Oh, just a lot of practice, guys. So clear, negative 160. Clear, positive 160. Clear, negative 160. Clear, positive 160. Again, guys, the more you use a graphing calculator, the more you get some of these tricks down. Okay. All right. All right. So, one thing I didn't consider, maybe I just need to step in. Okay, so we're going to hit zoom 2. Instead of stepping out, let's step in. Okay, that number is kind of small. 3 over 5 is a very small number. Zoom, step in again, 2. Yeah, that was the problem, guys. I was too far away. Now we see the intersection. We'll just do it one more time. Zoom 2. All right, well, guys, remember what math stands for? Mistakes allows thinking to happen. Mr. McCray made a mistake. We got to correct it. All right, now we're going to hit second, trace 5, enter, enter, enter. Oh, wow. Beautiful. And we were looking for an answer of 2.2667. And what did we get? An answer of 2.667. Okay, this video went a little longer than most videos, but we were able to get it done. At this time, I want you to pause the video and internalize a skill that we're trying to reinforce. And remember, 30 minutes of study a day keeps bad grades away. All right, this is your math mentor, Mr. McCray.